But let me tell you what they are selling to the Nigerian people, what they call renewed hopelessness. In their renewed hopelessness, what is their economic model?
You call it renewed hopelessness, but they call it renewed hope.
But let me tell you why it is hopeless. This current government is the government of APC. They don't even know. Their entire manifesto is a campaign against the government. And a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand.
Because the man who is running now for APC does not even know half of what Buhari knows about government or national security. If you have the time, I will tell you more about what they are campaigning with as an agenda or as a rhetoric that he did well in Lagos. I will tell you, between 1999 to 2007, if you take out context, he actually performed worse than some governors in Nigeria, because the Lagos that they say he did, he improved the revenue, he only collected tax. All the infrastructure needed for a state or in fact a country to develop was on ground. Lagos used to be the Nigerian national capital. Before Nigeria was formed, Lagos was a colony. You have all the infrastructure for economic development. Asiwaju didn't establish them. There was seaport, there was airport, you have commercial activity, all the embassies are there, so transaction with foreign envoys is in Lagos, all the hotels are there, headquartered in Lagos, all the banks are headquartered in Lagos, all security apparatus, every facility and infrastructure for economic development was in Lagos. He didn't bring them. Asiwaju did not invite or introduce or brought to Lagos any serious foreign investor or domestic investor. And these revenues we are talking about that they claim he has generated, we are on. It's just that the government didn't have the infrastructure in collecting those. So what he did throughout this period was to collect tax. That's what they claim by revenue. And even then, the reason he did that was because the company that was collecting the tax, the company is allegedly traceable to him. So if you pick a man on the street and you tell him, I want you to collect us in a given area, your percentage is 30%. He will be optimal. He will be highly effective. This is the summary. But let me tell you what he did in Lagos. One, he attempted to destroy democracy. He wanted to introduce what we call monarchical democracy. A democracy that is not reflected by the will and wishes of the people, but reflected by the choice of a man, and people should run around it.
Your boss, President Tinubu. He's been on the political scene in Nigeria for decades, first as governor of Lagos and now as president since 2023. He's a very rich man in a very impoverished country, and there's a lot of mystery as to where he got his wealth, estimated to be in the billions of dollars. What do you say to people who highlight allegations against him of, quote, massive corruption and misappropriation of funds?
That's their opinion.
Actually, it's your opinion. In January 2023, you talked about the legal petition against him that involves, quote, massive corruption and misappropriation of funds. You were in the opposition and were very critical of his wealth.
Exactly verbatim what I said, because what you just say is not a true representation.
January 22nd, 2023, you said the petition against him involves massive corruption and misappropriation of funds belonging to the government of Lagos State, abuse of official office, conflict of interest.
I'm glad you said the petition against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, document that was taken to court.
That you highlighted.
I wasn't the one that went to court. And at that time, where was I?
You were an opposition member.
Thank you.
So should we not trust you when you say things as opposition?
What is the job of opposition?
To oppose?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you know it.
For the sake of opposing?
No, that's what you're adding.
I mean, you didn't just say that.
No, go to Westminster on Wednesday by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
You'll understand the job of the opposition.
You can do whataboutism all day, that's fine. You also said that, well, you know what doesn't happen in Westminster in the US Congress?
I know what does happen.
Well, I'm telling you what doesn't happen. Politicians don't accuse other politicians of setting up a militia. You said
they also accuse the governing party.
You said at the time,
on mistake in judgment in appointing someone that eventually turned out to be somebody in the FC.
Yeah, if you think that this is comparable to Starmer and Mandos said, good luck to you if that's your defense tonight. You said at the time that Tinubu started a militia to sway the election corruptly and that they even threatened you. So how can we take anything seriously you say tonight in his defense?
Your opinion, Nigerians.
No, my opinion is your opinion. Sorry, Daniel, it's your opinion.
That was litigated in Nigeria to conclusion. And then as a country, we moved on. We are more interested about the deliverables that we have for the Nigerian people. And we look for opportunities.
Nigerians are very concerned about corruption. And Tinubu, you said this, Tinubu and his people created a militia. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria we've seen a political party creating a militant arm leading to election. Your words, January 2023.
Context is everything.
There is no context.
I'm coming. You are quoting the things I said when I was in the opposition.
And I understand that's
things that you said is baseless. And your words on this program in 2022 November, you said to me on this program, you said the President Bola Tinubu, the candidate at the time, may be disqualified from contesting. You went further to say there is still a cloud around drug-related offenses and drug-related activity. And the quote, that's Daniel Bwala talking to me right here on this program. You also said Bola Tinubu had a questionable character. Those are the things you said right on this program. And now you think that all of those things that you said for Atiku, it don't matter any longer.
You know why I smiled? The joblessness of the opposition, it seems they have carried you in that bus. Why am I saying that? This issue you raised, when will you get tired of asking me the same question? In the world today, the first person that started asking me this question was you. And you have done that more than 5 times. Are you not tired? They are completely inconsequential to what is happening. Bwala, come and talk about the credibility of the letter. You people say President Trump lauded Tinubu. The question that should arise after, whether it is true or not, to what extent have you been lauded? But now we have taken almost 10 minutes. And I know the time you have here. Because I've understood the Nigerian media very, very well. I know they prepared again to follow their trend. Ask me the question that you want to find out about the letter. As for the opposition, allow them to keep lazying about. Nigerian people want to hear tonight what is happening to their lives.
Will you kindly answer the question that I asked you? You said at that time that those things that you talked about are now baseless. Are you saying everything you said at that time we should discontinent?
Nigerian people tonight want to know what is happening with their economy, with their education, and most importantly with security. And we have made substantial progress. First time in Nigeria's history, where the leadership of the President Bola Tinubu, brought about a very strong collaboration.
You are not answering my questions, Mr.
It's not a question.
The question, I've asked you, before we get into that matter, I've asked you, would this particular matter that I asked you, you said is baseless. That meant all the things you said to me in November and the rest of the time in 2022 are baseless and lies.
Yes, they are not lies. They are baseless.